Yeah, Coldplay, Sky Full of Stars. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's your lunchtime special, Warrior Wednesday 2ID. I'm Army Sergeant Delon Humphrey, the DJ Wanye. We got special guests in the studio. I'm going to let him introduce himself right now.
Hey, how's everybody doing? This is First Sergeant Evans, Carlos Evans, representing the Bulldog Brigade. That's HHC 3rd Brigade, the rotational unit here. Hope everybody's having a great day.
All right, guys. So we're going to be talking about readiness, training, and discipline. Keep your ear to the station for all that good stuff. And we got Khalid coming up with Love Lies right here on AFN. Mamacita, what's going on? How you doing? How you doing? If you just tuning in, how you doing? I'm Army Sergeant Delon Humphrey, DJ Wanye, on the lunchtime special 2ID Warrior Wednesday. We got First Sergeant Evans in the building from the Rotational Brigade, 3rd Armored Brigade Combat Team, and DJ Silky Smooth. That's what I like to say, DJ Silky Smooth. That's what it is?
Yeah, DJ Silky Smooth.
That's what I'm talking about.
Diamond Plus Day.
So tell the listeners a little about yourself.
Hey, everybody. First Sergeant Evans, been in the Army at roughly 16 years, hailing from Petersburg, Virginia. Just here to have a great time and to motivate these soldiers out here.
All right. Motivating. So we're talking about readiness, training, and discipline. I want to talk about readiness. When you, as a leader, when you hear readiness, what comes to mind?
Well, the first thing I think about when I think about readiness, something that is often overlooked, is probably morale.
Okay.
Leaders have the responsibility of ensuring that soldiers are motivated. When they're motivated, we can make sure that they produce and they have quality performance. That's the key to being ready, inspiring these soldiers to be motivated.
Okay, and what about, so you talked about the soldier. What about the family, though?
Right, so the family is key. I see the soldier and the family being one. So when we talk about the family, we have to make sure that when the soldier leaves, they're confident that their family is taken care of. And by being taken care of, we mean the family care plans, the power of attorneys, making sure that things are handled with finances. We also want to make sure that the families know who they can rely on. Talking to their leaders on the home front, and with that being said, then the soldier can worry about their job.
Okay, and you speak about job. So, every Monday, PMCS.
That's right.
So what about the equipment being ready?
Equipment is a big topic right now. I mean, as you know, hey, there's the cold weather. Some of these people might know that their vehicles don't start the first time around. So, hey, make sure you're out there doing those PMCSs on those vehicles and checking your other equipment to make sure that it's fully functioning.
What about training as well? Soldiers being ready, but also being ready for training.
So going back to that cold weather, it's key that we start looking at this cold weather training. More specifically, we come from El Paso, where it's currently 53 degrees roughly. It's about 20 degrees lower here.
Yes.
And we didn't have to worry about using our extreme cold weather systems. So now we get here and we have to learn things like layers, knowing how long and in between when to add those layers and how important it is, because soldiers out there on the gates, soldiers out there pulling guard, and we got to make sure that they're protected from the elements.
All right, so my thing is, you're saying coming from El Paso, I'm sure the sun speaks to your body and say drink water, but not necessarily when you're in cold weather. It doesn't speak to you the same way. So what do you have on that?
That's right. I mean, we have to make a conscious effort to make sure that we're constantly hydrating properly. I mean, you definitely have to base it on the activity level, but there's a certain amount of consumption of water you should take in per day. And also with hydrating, you also have to make sure that you eat. You have to make sure that your soldiers are eating. Some leaders, they're not looking at themselves. We also as leaders have to make sure that we're drinking water, we're eating, so we can produce quality performance, as I said before.
All right, we got First Sergeant Evans in the building giving us some good insights on what he feels for readiness and training as well. We can continue to talk to him in the later breaks. Coming up, I got your career spots and your weather. Yeah. Yeah. What's going on? If you're just tuning in, you're dead wrong. I'm Army Sergeant Delon Humphrey, DJ Wanye, on the lunchtime special 2ID Warrior Wednesday. We got First Sergeant Evans in the building, DJ Silky Smooth. And if you're just tuning in, you missed out. We talked about readiness, training, and now we want to focus on discipline. All right, discipline is one of those things. You got the holidays coming up, and, a lot of people may feel, alone, they're away from family and stuff like that. So sometimes your mind may play a little tricks on you, So, what can you tell the listeners out there about your stance on discipline?
Right, yeah. So with the discipline, like you said, it's the holiday season. So, to take their minds off of family, they want to turn up. So when you're turning up, you got to realize that we still represent the nation. Mm-hmm. Our nation, we still represent the Army. And our host nation, they have a certain opinion of us, and they look up to us and they respect us, and we want to make sure that we maintain and give that same respect back to them. So when we're out there, we want to make sure we limit ourselves from excessive drinking. We want to make sure that we hold our teammates accountable, and we want to party within limitations.
Okay.
Understanding that we represent our great nation.
Now, when you say, turn up, I want to let the listeners to turn up mean, look, just
turn up.
Just partying too hard.
Too much.
Too much, all right? So, just tone it down just a little bit, but have fun at the same time. And I see on the Third Armor Brigade Facebook, you guys are going on these culture events. Can you speak about that?
Yeah, definitely. We've been doing a couple of cultural events thus far. We've been affording these soldiers the opportunity to take these tours, to see, Seoul and other places here in Korea, and it's been a great opportunity to open their eyes to something that they haven't seen. You definitely have to take advantage of all the opportunities while you're here. It can't just be, it's a rotation, train. But this is a chance for us to build our awareness. And with that, you're building more respect for the host nation.
Yeah.
And aside from that, we also have these snowboarding events. Our unit ministry teams are doing a great job. The boss is doing a great job. Make sure those first sergeants are putting those bulletins out there, because there's much to do around here.
And I'm glad you hit on that, because it allows people to actually get out the barracks. Of course, you're working all week, and you may build up some stress, but allowing yourself to get out on those cultural events and partake in the festivities of what Korea has to offer you for the service members allows them to relax a little bit. Kind of get away from the work side and just have fun for a little bit. And I also see a different side of the host nation. You see a different side of what they're used to seeing, which is always a good thing. So, First Sergeant Evans here, 3rd Brigade, on the rotational.
Silky Smooth.
DJ Silky Smooth,
Diamond
letting us know about all the good stuff that you can do out here in Korea, and also his points on readiness, training, and discipline. All right, and one of the things that I want to take away from this is the big thing is morale. All right, because for readiness, if your soldiers' morale is down, their work ethic would not be as hard as you want it or you need it to be. Wouldn't you agree to that?
I would agree. I mean, when soldiers are motivated and they understand that they have a greater purpose, and they understand that they're treated as a part of the team, they're respected, then they will give you all they got. When they feel like they're operating within their actual job, their position, and they're doing what the Army called for them to do, then with that purpose, they will perform for you. So that builds morale, that builds that self-efficacy, that builds that self-esteem, all these things, hey, that's readiness right there.
And that's coming from a leader, y'all. That's coming from a leader. All right, guys, continuing on with the music, we got your career update right here, and I have your weather and all that good stuff after these messages. Max featuring Ganache, Lights Down Low, right here on AFN Humphreys. What's going on? If you're just tuning in, you're dead wrong. You're dead wrong. I'm Army Sergeant Delon Humphrey, DJ Wanye, on the lunchtime special 2ID Warrior Wednesday. We talked about readiness, training, and discipline with First Sergeant Evans from the Rotational Brigade here on Camp Humphreys. And do you have anything you want to say to the listeners out there, closing out?
Oh, yeah. For the listeners out there, first I want to send a special shout out to our Rock Army counterparts. Also sending love out to the Bulldog Brigade and the Pitbull family. And the last thing I want to say to the service members, stay safe, stay warm, and stay motivated. Definitely motivated during this holiday season.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I appreciate you coming in and talking to us on the Warrior Wednesday lunchtime special. Also, you want to put your Facebook out there? 3rd Armored Brigade Combat Team. And so you can get on Facebook, go to search, and then type it in. You can go ahead and follow us. Also, follow 2ID, 2nd Infantry Division, and PAO. And we got all types of good stuff on there, from what we're doing locally, what we're doing on the training, and also cultural awareness. They're actually getting out there and seeing Korea. All right? Keep your ear to the station. We got some good music coming up. We got Bruno Mars. But first, I got your hot spots and your weather coming up next.
Your live weather update.
Camp Casey, 32 degrees, sunny, 36 with a low of 19. Young Sung, 30 degrees, sunny with a high of 34 and a low of 22. Osan Humphreys, we got 34, sunny with a high of 36 and a low of 17. Daegu, 37 degrees, sunny with a high of 39 and a low of 25. Kusan, 37 degrees, light rain with a high of 38 and a low of 28. DOD Community Bank brings you your currency. $1 gets you 1,100 Korean won. The air quality is unhealthy. If you want to get these updates on the go, download the AFN 360 app on your smart device and have the power of the radio in the palm of your hands. Continuing on with the music, we got some Bruno Mars right here, When I Was Your Man. Top of the hour, we going with DJ Smitty on the Penwise Show. Keep your ear to the station, get the latest and greatest right here, AFN Humphreys.
Same bed, but if